Hi, hello everyone. Hi to all my warriors with a smile on their faces, isn't it? I think you all are having a smile, which means you all had a wonderful and an amazing day. So, yes, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy. And what you all have to do, jaldi se jaldi, give me a thumbs up if you all can see me and hear me, jaldi. And those who loves me and physics more, you can also give me a heart in the chat box. So go for it and let me see how much is the energy in this chat box and this class going to be. Hi Pooja, good evening. Arpit, Sona, Naman, Sai. Then we have again Arpit. Where are the others? I want everyone to be in the chat box to make the class full of energy and with full of excitement. Alog, Devya, Dhwani, Arpit, Pooja we have again, Rutu we have, Abhirami, Deviga, oh my god. Okay, this class is so awesome, let me say. The group of warriors, it's so awesome and amazing, let me tell you that, right? So Alok, Virat, Pal, I want to call everyone's name, okay, because I love you all. Thank you so much. And you all know why this day or why this class is so special. Why? Because I already have given you a video, isn't it? Yes, today is a day where we are going to start this new chapter of work power energy. According to me, this is one of the finest, very interesting, beautiful chapter of physics. I think you will also fall in love. While I was learning this chapter in 11th standard, I fell in love with this particular chapter. It's so amazing and it's so interesting. Okay, once we get to understand the concept. Obviously, I'll teach you concept. It's your responsibility to learn along with me. Okay, yes, very good. I know that you all are going to be doing it. I know that many of you are seeing me for the very first time. For them, a small introduction about myself. Ameer Basith, myself, okay? And I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching. I'm a beta graduate from NIT Calicut. I thought many students, they are doing so good in their life, they are so happy. This is the schedule for this particular month. Here we are on 9th of September and tomorrow also, and for the next 6 to 7 days we'll be having the chapter of work power energy. Okay, you all know how amazing and lovable as an academy family is, and I think this is the right moment for you to take the right decision. Only some more months are left for the exam, board exam, JEE and main to get started. So before all of those things, this is the right time. Come and join, learn with us. You are going to get into a college whichever you are planning about. So if you want to get a flat 10% discount when you be a part of the subscription platform, don't forget to use the code AMB10. Okay, and if you want to get the updates of whatever is happening in the channel, click on that link and be a part of Telegram channel. Bugs Bounty, how many of you know what it is? This is a simple way of getting as many prizes as possible. What do you have to do? Go to the description. There you will find a form. Fill the form if you are finding any inappropriate content in any of the videos. Now, this is an amazing program for you, which we call it as Emerge. And who's the mentor of this particular program? You can see that amazing person of cricket, right? That amazing personality, Sachin sir, right? So this is a Emerge program is mainly we have a program for those students or for the new CBSE term 1 pattern, okay? Because now for this particular exam, you know that it is a multiple choice question. So these kind of mock tests will be happening every week, okay? And whoever is getting high marks, that will be given in the Unacademy pages and you are going to be so famous, which means that is not the point. The point is you'll get a chance to be a part of this new pattern exams. Okay? So this is mainly happening for class 10th and class 12. It will start from September 11. Now, if you want to enroll for these kind of examination for free, where you get a chance to find out how this exam is going to be, the new pattern CBSE exam, how it is going to be a part of this Emerge program, right? The unlock code is AMB10. So once you apply this code, you can be a part of this for free. One last thing regarding the Unacademy subscription, then we'll be starting our new amazing chapter. Why we all the teachers tell you to be a part of an Unacademy platform? It's so simple, right? Because there we all the teachers teach us with a proper schedule targeting board exam, JEE and NEET, which means everything is going to be in super order and you can track all the topics that we have covered in the classes, right? Even recordings will be available. So, right, learning is going to be much simpler in the Unacademy platform. And nowadays you are missing that student teacher bonding, right? You are not able to talk to the teachers, you are not able to get some advices, mentoring. All these can happen once you are a part of an Unacademy platform, because there is a live chat option. You can chat with us. We can have live calls in the classroom. Talk to me, clear all your doubts, right? And study materials will be given to you so that you don't have to roam around looking for books. And practice test and live test series will make you super confident and will bring out the best in you. For all these amazing features, you should be going for Plus subscription. For 12 months, it will cost you 1,250 per month, and for 24 months, it will cost you 1,042 per month. कब आएगा आप लोग? As I told you, this is the right time, and I'm giving you extra 10% of discount by using this code of AMB10. So I'm expecting every one of you to come to the platform as soon as possible. Okay. And if you want extra features, it will be better to go for Iconic subscription, where you will be given a personal mentor to help you related to your academic activities. Let's say how to study, what to study, how to make the schedule. This person will be there to help you. Live doubt solving classes will be there, right, where we teachers will be coming live. You can ask your doubts and get it cleared, and the weekly report will help you find out what is your performances, okay, and will also help you find out which are your weak topics and help you improve those weak topics. Very good. And for all these iconic subscription, 12 months के लिए कितना देना है? 2,333 per month. 24 months के लिए 2,000 per month. कब आएगा आप लोग? I'm giving you the 10% discount code. How much it is? AMB10. Okay, use कर ले, जल्दी से आ जाइए. Okay, we all teachers are waiting for you. जल्दी से आ जाइए. The code is AMB10. बस. Nothing more than this. Now what is left? Ameer sir, physics and all my warriors in the classroom. Ready? Okay, I can see that every one of you are ready. Every one of you is to learn with me the physics. Okay, this new chapter of work per energy. Shall we start? Hi Archie, Garv, Manpreet, I can see the names actually. Ritu, Shan, Sasta. आज मेरे को जल्दी जाना होगा. अरे सस्ता क्यों? So shall we start? Shall we start, everyone? Are you all ready for to learn this chapter of work per energy? Huh? Okay. Okay, so we are gonna start. I think every one of you are ready with full of energy. Yes, I can see the energy. Ready? Devika, Shan, Sujal, Pal, Arpan, Gobal, Manpreet. So here we go. Dekh le. Work, power, and energy. Aren't these three words which you will be listening in your everyday life? है ना? पूरा का पूरा दिन you will be listening to one of these words at least: work, power, and energy. And nowadays, as you are in your home most of the time, okay, surrounded by your parents, you will be listening to this, है ना? अरे क्या कर रहे हैं? Okay, if you are playing in your phone, your mom will be yelling out, है ना? क्या कर रहे हैं? सारे टाइम फोन पे, थोड़ा काम कर दीजिए. Okay, which means do some work, right? There you'll be listening to the word work. Is that work and the work in physics, is it going to be the same? Let's say you are surrounded by your friends. तो आप लोग बाहर हैं, okay, and you wanted to show your strength, and let's say something has fallen down. So what will you do? In order to show that you are the biggest person there, you will try to pick up the almirah. And what as friends, what they will be doing? They'll keep on yelling, making fun of you. They'll be telling, अरे थोड़ा power दे दे, okay, boost पी कर आ जा और थोड़ा power दे दे, फिर उड़ ले, okay, then try to pick it up. You'll be listening to this, and some other friends will be yelling out, hey, thoda energy de de. Okay, friends will be yelling out the word power and energy at the same time. At that time, we'll start to think, is the word power and energy the same? Is the word power and the energy the same? Same hai kya wo? So the answer to all these things we are going to find in this particular chapter. Not just that, okay, we are also going to see how the concept of work, power, and energy can be applied in understanding the motion in a very much simpler way. This is what we are going to do in this particular chapter. ठीक है? ठीक है, देख ले. Shall we start with the work? It's a very simple concept, work. Okay, now let's see, when can we say that a person is doing a work on the body? This figure itself will depict you how this work can be defined. ये क्या कर रहा है? ये बंदा क्या कर रहा है? हाँ, he is applying a force on this particular block. In which direction? Towards right. क्या हो जाएगा? If the force is enough to make the body move, the body will start moving in the direction of force applied, which means it will be making a displacement. ठीक है? Now here the work is defined as, how will you define a work is being done on the body? When can we say that according to physics this particular person is doing a work? देख ले, when a force is being applied on that particular body, is there a force being applied? Yes. When there is a displacement happening to the body, can you see a displacement here? Yes sir, that is also there. Force is there, displacement, is it enough? No. There is a third point, which is another important point. The displacement should be in the direction of force you apply. Three conditions has to be satisfied if we want to say that work is done in physics. What all should be there? There should be a force, there should be a displacement. Third condition is important. Yes, the force should be in the direction of displacement. Based on this, how can I make an equation for the work done by this particular banda on this particular block? If you apply more force, more will be the amount of work done. So force is directly proportional to work. By applying a force, if the displacement is more, which means if this person is keeping on pushing, ऐसे push करके, if he take this block to a very long distance, which means if the displacement is more, the work is also more. So work is equal to force into displacement in this case. इतना simple है. What is the equation for work in this particular case? Force you apply, displacement that is happening to the body. बस simple है ना, इतना ही है. ठीक है. Now let us see, is it going to be force into displacement all the time? हो जाएगा. Let's see है ना. This is a block of mass m, right? So this time I am not applying a force in the horizontal direction. In which direction I am going to apply the force? The force is applied by making some angle theta. Okay, this is the ground. The body is not lifted up, but still the body is making a horizontal displacement. Let's say the displacement is s. Question. Everyone listen to me. Question. Is the work done? Force into displacement? Bol de. I'll look into the chat box. In this case, is the equation for work done force into displacement? Yes, I can see that. Shishir, very good, amazing. We have to take the component of the force. Which component of the force? That component of the force who is responsible for producing the displacement. You know that two components of forces are there. सबको पता है ना how to take the component? हाँ सर बिल्कुल बोल दे. हाँ सर बिल्कुल हमको पता है. So this component is, अरे near component always cos theta होता है. Away component will be sin component. Tell me, among the components of force, which component is responsible for the displacement? Is it f sin theta? In the upward direction? No. So it is f cos theta. So in the equation of work done, you need to only use that force which is responsible for displacement. Okay, which is that force? F cos theta. That force in the direction of displacement. So we got the formula for work done as force. Displacement, is it enough? Cos of theta. What is cos of theta? Theta क्या है? The angle between force and displacement. Force and displacement का angle है theta. बस. Is there any other way to rewrite this equation? और क्या सर? बिल्कुल. Force is a vector, displacement is a vector. याद है ना यार? Force vector dot displacement vector is equal to work done. कर सकता है? हाँ सर बिल्कुल कर सकता है. क्यों नहीं कर सकता है? आप बोल रहे हैं है ना, बोल दे मुझे, है ना, आप बोल रहे तो बिल्कुल कर सकता है. तो कर दिया. वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू फोर्स वेक्टर डॉट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर विच इज एक्सपैंडेड एज एफ एस कॉस थीटा. बस क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो गया ना अर्पण? और क्या चाहिए मुझे? वर्क इज डिफाइंड एज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ अप्लाइड फोर्स एंड अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स. अरे सस्ता, बढ़िया बात है. Okay, you have by hearted the things. Okay, and I told you physics is not about just by hearting. Understand the concept. Okay, दिल पे ले ले वो. ठीक है. Now the questions can be work, is it a scalar quantity or a work vector quantity? इसका unit क्या है ना? So many questions will start arising in everyone's mind. Start telling me, is it a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? It is the dot product. Is there a direction for dot product? नहीं. Even though you are multiplying two vectors, if you are taking the dot product of two vectors, the answer is going to be a scalar. So work is a scalar. Okay, what can be the unit? Force is a Newton, displacement is meter. Newton meter can be one unit, or Newton meter is called as joule. So the unit of work is equal to joule. Bas. Okay, these are the primary things you should be knowing about the work done. Formula F vector dot the S vector or Fs cos theta. Scalar quantity है, unit is joule. बस और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Okay, work done was अरे ठीक है. Now देख ले, you have to really understand this. This is very important, right? This is a body of mass m. Okay, now let's say that the particle was actually moving towards right with some velocity, let's say 10 meter per second, which means this is the direction of displacement. Okay, the body was actually moving with some velocity, constant velocity towards right. ध्यान से सुन ले. Okay, now to this particular body, okay, I am applying a force in the opposite direction. Give me the value for the work done. Give me the value for work done. Work done is equal to Fs cos theta. Fs, what is the value for theta? Theta is the angle between displacement towards right and force towards left. Angle 180. What is cos 180? Minus. अरे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है सर? ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है सर? पूछ ले. Because work, I have told you, it is a scalar quantity, है ना? But still, how a scalar quantity is associated with sign? Sign was actually supposed to show the direction. Why there is a negative sign associated with a scalar quantity? I am responsible to answer that. How many of you have this doubt? I think many of you might be having this doubt. Okay, work with a negative sign. Kaise? How? I'll explain you. Listen to this concept. Okay, it is very important. You have a body of mass m. Let's say initial velocity is 0. Okay, to this particular body, I am applying a force towards right. What will happen? The body will start displacing in the same direction and the body will gain some velocity. Let's say the particle reaches here and it is having some velocity of some 10 meter per second. Tell me, what is the sign of work done? सोच कर बता दे. Fs cos of angle is force and displacement is equal to same direction, angle is 0. This is Fs, which means the symbol is positive. The work done is positive. Now look into what happened to the velocity of the body. The velocity has increased. Which energy is associated with velocity of a body? याद है आप लोगों को? Which energy is associated with velocity of a body? Kinetic energy, half mv square, है ना? I'll give you a very good explanation about kinetic energy later from your previous experience, right? Which means from whatever you have learned, kinetic energy is half mv square. You can see that initially it was 0, it increases and becomes 10 meter per second, which means kinetic energy is increasing in this process. Try to connect between these two. When the work done is positive, it means the kinetic energy, or in general, the energy of the body will be increasing. When the work done is positive, the energy of the body will keep on increasing, or you can say that the energy is given to the body. When we are doing a positive work on the body, the energy of the body increases, or we can say that we are giving the energy to the body. That's what positive work done means. अभी तो negative work done क्या हो जाएगा? Start thinking. You all are so brilliant, है ना? Various are so brilliant. Just think in your own way and tell me what will the negative work done will be doing to this body. What will it be doing? देख ले. A body of mass m. Let's say initially it was having 10 meter per second, which means the particle is making a displacement towards right. To this body, I'll be applying a force in the opposite direction. Work done sign will be Fs cos theta. What is theta? Force and displacement ऐसे opposite, okay, like a lotus. So it will be opposite direction, which means theta is 180. What is cos 180? Minus. So negative work is being done. We understood. Now look into the velocity. You are providing a force in the opposite direction of motion, which means you are providing a deceleration to the body, which means after some time the particle will stop. Looking into the kinetic energy, half mv square. Velocity, what is happening to the velocity? It is decreasing, or kinetic energy is decreasing. In general, Try to connect these two. In general, if the work done on the body is negative, it means, right, the energy is taken from the system or from the body. That is the reason why when negative work is done, energy is decreasing. नेगेटिव वर्क डन मतलब एनर्जी नीचे जाएगा, एनर्जी डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. पॉजिटिव वर्क डन मीन्स energy will increase. Negative work done means energy will decrease of the system. Now understood, this positive and negative associated with the work doesn't have anything to do with the direction because it's a scalar quantity, है ना? It is actually showing whether the energy is given to the body or taken from the body. बस आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया. जल्दी बता दे, समझ तो आ गया ये कॉन्सेप्ट? बिल्कुल क्लियर है पल, और क्या? जल्दी बोल दे. जबी तो नो बोला. अरे क्या बोला, मुझे भी नहीं पता रहा है. आ गया तो आ गया, ठीक है. सो आई थिंक सबको आ गया ये कॉन्सेप्ट, है ना? ओके, वेरी गुड. सो इफ यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड, okay, we have to start doing the problems. Before doing the problem, one last concept. Which are the cases to have work done is equal to 0? Okay, which are the special cases where we can have work done is equal to 0? देख ले, work is equal to F S cos theta. Work can be 0 once cos theta equal to 0. If cos theta is 0, work will be 0. So what should be the angle for cos theta equal to 0? 90. Which means if the angle between displacement and the force is 90 degree, work done will be equal to how much? 0. Okay. Next case where the work done is 0. Let's say, can you see the wall behind me? Okay, you might not be able to see. Okay. Can you see one of my palm? To this palm, I am applying some force on the body. But my palm, is it displacing? No. I am applying a force on the body, but the body is not displacing, which means S is equal to 0. Which means the force is applied, displacement is 0. In that case also, work done will be equal to 0. Think of you pushing a wall. Push कर रहे हैं आप wall को. Force तो है, लेकिन displacement नहीं है. The walls are not getting displaced. There, the work done is 0. बिल्कुल बढ़िया. Okay, and even if the force is 0, obviously work will be 0. So these are the three cases where the work can be 0. So if you all are ready, we can start doing the problems. जल्दी बोल दे. It is sufficient to create a neat and JEE main foundation. अरे इतना कौन लिखता है? नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी. अरे आप टेस्ट करने के लिए आया है मेरा क्लास. So I must be so strict in the class. Arpan, balanced forces we'll be talking. This is not the time for balanced forces, na? Here we are talking about work. So ready, steady to do the answer. You all know how the drill is in the classroom, na? Whenever a question is there, it is your responsibility to give the answer as fast as possible. Okay, and whoever is giving me the answer before I solve the answer, those will be considered as the kings and queens in the class. Let me see who is going to be the king and queen in the class. Whoever is giving large number of answers, they will be. ठीक है? देख ले. Now here we are going to start. A body is displaced from the initial position. What is initial position? 2, 4, minus 6. So I'll write R1. Okay, the position vector of the first point. How will you convert this coordinate into position vector? Just put ijk, and 2 plus 4j minus 6k. 2i, 4j, 6k. You all know. And it is moving to the point RB. Let's say R2. So what are their coordinates directly given? 6i minus 4j plus 2k. Initial point, final point. Force कितना दे दिया? 2i, 3j minus k. बस question work done. कैसे? How to find out the work done in this case? You'll be thinking cos theta कहाँ है, force कहाँ है, displacement का magnitude कहाँ है, but you don't have to think about any of the things because you have the basic equation for work. Equation work का equation F vector dot the S vector. ठीक है? F vector is given in the vector form 2i plus 3j minus k. अरे sir, displacement is not given. How will you find displacement? दिमाग का बत्ती जला दे, जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. हाँ, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज इक्वल टू फाइनल पोजिशन माइनस इनिशियल पोजिशन वेक्टर. यस और नो? फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल इज इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट, सबको पता है, होना ही चाहिए, है ना. सो व्हाट इज फाइनल? 6i माइनस 2i, सो दैट विल बी 4i. माइनस 4j हो जाएगा माइनस 8j. R2 माइनस R1 आई एम डूइंग 2k minus of minus plus 8k. Okay, so this is the displacement. Let me write it here. 4i minus 8j plus 8k. बस dot product कर ले. Is there anyone who doesn't know how to do the dot product? कोई है क्या क्लास पे who doesn't know how to do the dot product? I don't think so. है ना? So if you don't know, you just have to do according to whatever I'm doing. Multiply the numericals in the same direction. So 2i dot 4i. What is 4 2s are 8. It doesn't have any direction. Okay, dot product we are doing. 3j dot minus 8. So 8 3s are 24 with a negative sign. Minus 1k plus 8k. So that is minus 8. How much it is? Plus 8 minus 8 cancel हो जाएगा. मिल गया तो मिल गया. 24 तो मिल गया. Hi Nidhi. इतना ही है, सिंपल. Anna has given the answer. How many of you have? अरे आंसर तो -24 joules है. It doesn't have any directions, Anna. Okay. Arpan, no directions, no directions, no directions for the final answer. क्योंकि this is a dot product and work done is अरे नेगेटिव, मैं भी भूल गया, नेगेटिव है, नेगेटिव -24 है. ओके, याद कर ले, वर्क डन स्केलर है. फॉर स्केलर्स नो डायरेक्शंस, राइट? डन. सो इट इज -24 joules. माइनस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी भी उत्तर दे दिया, लेकिन डू एड नेगेटिव साइन. ओके, डन 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 डन. नेक्स्ट, shall we? मैं तो बढ़िया नहीं दी, मैं तो बढ़िया. A force of 10 Newton is applied on an object of mass 1 kilogram for 2 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 kilogram force, which was initially at rest. What is the work done on the object by the force? अरे work का formula, force into displacement. Okay, and force to directly given at 10, लेकिन displacement is not given, right? Okay, how will you find displacement? It's simple काम है. I think you all have learned one dimension motion. 1 kilogram, you are applying 10 Newton on the body. So what will be the acceleration produced? Acceleration is equal to force by mass. Last chapter, laws of motion, 10 by 1, 10 meter per second square. Okay, what else is given? Initial velocity is 0, right? Initially at rest u is 0. Time is 2 seconds. Okay, ठीक है, टाइम भी दे दिया. और क्या है? u is there, t is there, acceleration is there. कुछ नहीं चाहिए for displacement. S is equal to ut plus half at square. If anybody says that this particular question is not known, मैं क्या करेगा? ऐसे पकड़ के बाहर डालेगा मैं, because you should be knowing this particular equation, one dimension. और क्या? ut 0 into t 0 हो जाएगा, half into acceleration हो गया 10 meter per second square, and t square is 2 square, that is 4. 4 by 2 2, 2 into 10 is 20. बस 200 है ना, और कुछ नहीं. I know that many of you will be thinking, sir, what happened to cos theta? आप खा लिया क्या? cos theta को ऐसा खा लिया क्या? नहीं, I didn't do anything with cos theta. Just use your common sense. You are applying a force on the body to a body which is at rest. It is the only force that is happening. So won't the body be displacing in the same direction? If the body is displacing in the same direction, theta का value कितना है? 0 है, बिल्कुल. बस. Okay. Now don't think that sir ऐसे खा लिया cos theta. मैं तो नहीं खा लिया. ठीक है, उधर ही है, because it was implied. That's why I didn't write. बस cos नहीं ले लिया क्योंकि angle not, it is not because of that Arpan. Okay, this is very important. Cos theta component is very important. The reason is whatever I have explained 2-3 minutes before. बस अगले question. Okay, After this class you must be very thorough about this concept. Okay, even if someone wake you up and ask you any question, you will be like, हाँ वर्क इज इक्वल एफ डॉट एस कॉस थीटा, वो आना चाहिए. ठीक है, देख ले अगले क्वेश्चन. A block mass is given कितना 2 किलोग्राम, force is given 40 newton, upward through a height of 2 meters, which means a block is pulled upward by a height of 2 meters. The question is, find the work done by the on the block by the applied force and its weight. थोड़ा मुश्किल है, कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं. I'll tell you, देख ले. It's very simple. You have a body, okay? Its mass is 2 kilogram. To this particular body, what you are applying a force of 40 newton. What is its weight? mg. M is how much? 2. G is 10. So downward weight is equal to 20. Two forces are acting. Okay. First question. Find the work done on the block by the applied force. 40 newton ka work. What is the displacement? It is upward. How much is it? 2 meter. So work done by external force is equal to force. Force कितना है? 40. Displacement कितना है? 20. Cos of, what is the angle? Force also upward. Displacement also upward. 0. So ये हो जाएगा 80 unit joule. First part is done. Second, work done by the weight of the body. Weight कितना है? What is the weight? What is the weight of the body? mg 20. So force. Work done is force. What is the displacement? 2 meters. Cos of angle कितना है? Displacement ऊपर, force नीचे. Displacement ऊपर, force नीचे. थीटा कितना? 80. Sorry, 180 है ना? Cos 180 नेगेटिव हो जाएगा -40. बस इतना ही है. मिल गया तो मिल गया, आंसर तो मिल गया. अरे सर मिल गया, लेकिन यूनिट तो मत भूलिए. Units are very important. Okay, don't forget. If you are writing subjective exam at any point of time, units is given half marks. कौन दे दिया उत्तर? उत्तर देविका ने दे दिया 80 जूल, अर्पण ने दे दिया 80 जूल, आकाश ने दे दिया, ओके, शास्ता ने दे दिया, बहुत सारा लोग दे दिया. वेरी गुड. खुशी हैज गिवन -40. देन निधि हैज गिवन. वाह 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 वाह, बढ़िया बात है ना? ओके, लेट्स सी वेदर इज एनी अदर क्वेश्चन. Let me ask you, is everything why 2 displacement? We are finding out 2 different work, है ना? For finding out 2 different work, there we are using displacement in each of the equation बस, और कुछ नहीं किया मैं. ओके, मैं चीटिंग मत, थोड़ा भी चीटिंग मत किया नहीं मैं. ओके, नाउ बता दे, shall we do this question? How many questions are there before the next topic? Okay, 2 more question कर सकता है ना? ओके, और डू यू वांट मी टू स्किप द क्वेश्चंस? क्वेश्चन स्किप करना है? नहीं है ना? यू वांट टू लर्न दिस कॉन्सेप्ट थॉरली. ओके, सो ऑब्वियसली माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज टू टीच यू थॉरली. सो whoever is interested will be learning thoroughly. पक्का. A body is displaced from origin to 2,4. Origin मतलब what is the initial position vector? 0 I cap, 0 j cap. It is at origin. Origin मतलब इधर 0 0. And what is the final position? 2,4. That is 2 I cap plus 4 j cap. Final position भी है, initial position भी है, और क्या चाहिए हमें? Force भी given है. F is equal to 2I plus 6j. You know that. Work done. Formula F vector dot displacement vector. F vector कितना? 2I plus 6j. सर तो मिल गया. अरे displacement final position vector minus initial R2 minus R1. 2 minus 0, 4 minus 0. So that will be 2I plus 4j itself. बस multiply कर ले. 2I dot 2I, that is 4. 6j dot 4j, that is 24. मिल गया. इतना सिंपल उत्तर कोई नहीं पूछ सकते आप लोगों से. शारी, दिमाग में मेडुल्ला, सेरेब्रम एंड सेरेब्रम चल रहा है क्या? पता नहीं. I also know that medulla and all these things I have learned in my biology classes long before. Okay, I also forgot. Okay, so yes, 28. Who all given the answer? Pardeep, Pal, म्यारा, निधि, और कौन दे दिया? और कोई है क्या? मनोज दे दिया मुझे. ओके, खुशी दे दिया, पूरा का पूरा दे दिया. ओके, तो दे दिया तो last question, one last question. Okay, then we will be starting with our new concept. An object, उसका mass है 2 kilogram, falls from a height of 5 meter to the ground. What is the work done by gravitational force? अरे simple, ground है, mass is 2. Okay, gravitational force कितना है? Its weight is mg. 2 into g is 10, 20 downwards. And what is the displacement? 5 meter downward. Once you leave the body, because of the weight, okay, क्या हो जाएगा? नीचे हो जाएगा. Those who don't believe me, क्या करना है आप लोगों को? Just go to terrace and कूद ले ऊपर से. What will happen? Because of your weight, आप भी सीधे नीचे जाएगा. Okay, then you can find out the work done by gravity. कितना हो जाएगा फिर? ठीक है, कितना हो जाएगा? That is equal to force into displacement into cos theta. Force कितना है? 20. Displacement कितना है? Displacement is 5. Cos of angle, force is downward, displacement is downward. So 0. 100 joule. बस हो गया. Okay. Sneha, so many times she says, they are max. How many students in class of plus batch? बहुत सारा है. जल्दी से जल्दी आ जाइए. Okay, 100. Who all given? It is not minus 100, Arpan. Okay, it is 100. Agash. Then, yes, we have 100 joules from Sasta. Then, Manoj. Okay, Devika. Many. It's plus 100, Agash. Yes. Very good. Song सुना दो प्लीज. पढ़ ले थोड़ा. ठीक है, पढ़ने के बाद मुझे एनर्जी बचा है तो आई सिंग अ सॉन्ग फॉर यू. ठीक है. Now देख ले. Shall we start with a new concept? Force displacement graph. Okay, let's see what is hidden inside this force displacement graph. Force displacement क्या होता है? अरे कुछ नहीं. It is a graph plotted between the force that you apply and the displacement happening to the body. If the force displacement graph, let's say it is a straight line. If the force displacement is a straight line, what can you understand? Look, let's say at this displacement, what is the force applied? It is equal to, let's say, 10 Newton. Once the body make this much of displacement, what is the force? Again 10 Newton, which means at all displacement the body are making, the force is a constant. Okay, which means this is a graph which shows a constant force applied to the body. Let's say this is a mass and we are applying some 10 Newton to the body. This is the graph of such kind of a body. Okay, to this graph, मैं मतलब me, I am okay going to find out the area under the graph. This is the area under the graph है ना? और क्या सर? बिल्कुल. How will you find the area? अरे कैसे करेगा? हाँ, rectangle है. Rectangle का area कितना है? Length into breadth है ना? So how will you find the area of this rectangle? Length into breadth. What is there on the length? Displacement. What is there on the breadth of this rectangle? Force. So if you are multiplying length into breadth, actually you are multiplying force into displacement. What is force into displacement? क्या हो जाएगा भाई? क्या हो जाएगा? हाँ बिल्कुल. That is the work done, right? Which means area under the graph will give you the work done. बस और कुछ नहीं, और कुछ भी नहीं है. समझ में आ गया? Okay. Now I have to teach you whether the area is under or below. Let's say this is the graph. Okay, and you are asked to find out the total work done. This is a force displacement graph. This area na, this area is given as 10 and this area is given as some let's say 8. I am looking into the chat box. Tell me what is going to be the work done here. जल्दी से जल्दी बता दे. What is going to be the work done here? Is it 18, which is equivalent to the total area? Is it 18? जल्दी. Pal, Manoj, then we have Arpan. Very good. The answer is 2 joules. How these various got the answer as 2 joules? Okay, देख ले. You look into the first area, the area which is marked as 10. Okay, here the force is positive, the displacement is also positive. So the work done is going to be positive here. Now in the second area, obviously displacement positive. But if you mark it to the force is coming in the negative y-axis or force is negative. So once you multiply displacement and force which are positive and negative in the opposite direction, what is the sign for work you observe? साइन क्या है? नेगेटिव है ना? और क्या? बिल्कुल. सो नीचे वाला एरिया विल बी गिवन अ नेगेटिव वर्क डन, ऊपर वाला एरिया विल बी गिवन अ पॉजिटिव वर्क डन, right? So the total work done here is equal to 10 plus, as the area is below, it is given with a negative sign. So this is equal to 2 joule, 2 joule, 2 joule. Okay, नीचे एरिया वर्क डन का साइन नेगेटिव होता है, नीचे एरिया नेगेटिव. पढ़ ले मेरे साथ, नीचे नेगेटिव, नीचे नेगेटिव. डोंट मेक अ मिस्टेक, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो रेडी है तो बता दे. Shall we start doing the problem? Shall we? Okay, what is given? हाँ, फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट ग्राफ ऐसे दे दिया. फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट ग्राफ ऐसे दे दिया तो what will be the question? Work done. Ready है देविका? Very good. Okay. Definitely. So everyone is ready. So I'm going to start. Question is, force displacement graph for a moving body is given. Okay. Force displacement graph is given. What is the work done by the force? Okay. In displacing from 0 to 35, either तक का area is only required. Which means you don't need to find out the total work done. You only need to find out the work done till it is 35, which means this much of area. Okay, what is the possibility of finding that much of area? You can do it in different way. This is a mathematics, right? Okay, what is one of the simple way? Find the total area from 0 to 40, then subtract the area of this chotu triangle. Chotu triangle matlab ye, can you see? Ye triangle subtract kar le. Okay, from the total area you will get the remaining area. I think that is the best possible way. Okay, so what is the total area? It is a trapezium. Trapezium is half into height is how much? 0 to 10. So 10 into inside the bracket base length 0 to 40, 40, and this is from 10 to 30. So this will be 20, and this length is 20. So 40 plus 20. So this is 40 plus 20 is 60. 60 by 2 is 30 into 10 is 300. Total area is 300. How will you calculate this? Chotu triangle area. Half into base kitna hai? 35 to 40 is 5, and height kitna hai? Height kitna hai? That is also 5. So 25 by 2 is 12.5. So the total work done is equal to large area minus small area. कितना हो गया? 287.5 joules. बस हो गया तो हो गया, आंसर तो हो गया, है ना? 287.5. समझ में आ गया मनोज? 300 joules is a total work done. हमको 300 पूरा नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि the question is to find out the work done till 35. So we have to find out only this much of area. Different possibility is there for finding out that area. I have chosen one of the way which I think it is simple. Okay, it is max. I'm leaving it to you. However you want to find out, you can find out. But physics part, I have explained. मेरा ड्यूटी तो खत्म है ना. और क्या सर? हाँ, आज 12th का भी क्लास है. It is at 10 o'clock. 12th का क्लास is happening at 10 o'clock. Okay, shall we start? Next question. Next question, really ready? I hope you all are writing down the important points. Okay, and whatever doubts you have, please write in the chat box. I'm looking into the chat box all the time. कहाँ से आया ये 12.5? देख ले. This chotu area, from the total area I have subtracted this chotu area so that I'll get the remaining area. Okay, please do watch the replay and एक और बार सुन ले. Okay, Arpan. Hi John, good to see you. Next, a force acting on a particle varies with the position x as shown in the figure. This is force displacement graph again. Find the work done by this particular force in displacing the particle from x is equal to minus 2 to x is equal to 0. From where to where? इधर से इधर तक ओके व्हाट इज द वर्क डन. क्या करना है? अरे इधर से इधर तक क्या करना है? एरिया फाइंड करना है. यू जस्ट नीड टू फाइंड द एरिया. व्हाट इज द एरिया? ये एरिया. We are only asked to find from -2 to 0. So we are only finding that specific area, right? Area is half. Base is 2, है ना? Into height is equal to how much? What is the height? Height कितना है? इसका 10 है. Okay. So half into base into height. है ना? So ये कितना हो गया? 10. बस इतना ही है. इतना ही है. और क्या सर? बिल्कुल है ना. एंड एज द एरिया इज नेगेटिव, नेगेटिव होता है बिकॉज वो नीचे पे, इट इज बीनीथ. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? हाँ बिल्कुल, इट इज नेगेटिव. फोर्स इज नेगेटिव, है ना. ओके, सो फोर्स इज नेगेटिव, सो दिस इज इक्वल टू नेगेटिव. नेक्स्ट, from 0 to 2, the second part of the question is from 0 to 2 find the work done. So half into base is 0 to 2 is 2 and height is how much? That is 10. This is equal to plus 10 joules. Work done positive है, इधर work done negative है नीचे. We already have discussed. Okay. Okay. Another topic के लिए time हो गया. Okay, from here onward the chapter is going to be a bit let's say what we can say, हाँ थोड़ा interesting हो जाएगा, थोड़ा tough भी हो जाएगा. Okay, so you have to be really careful and listen to me all the time. So work done by multiple forces, which means देख ले you have a body of mass. क्या कर रहा है? मास ऐसे ही बैठ रहा था. He was totally enjoying by simply resting on that surface. एंड क्या हो जाएगा? हाँ बहुत सारा फोर्सेस आने लगा, विच मीन्स टू दिस पर्टिकुलर बॉडी सो मेनी फोर्सेस आर नाउ अप्लाइड. लेट्स से फोर्स F1, फोर्स F2 and force F3. Three forces are being applied and let's say the body is making a displacement towards S. How will you find out the total work done? How will you find out the total work done? How will you find work done by the first F1 vector dot displacement plus work done by the second F2 dot S, okay, plus work done by the third F3 vector dot S, है ना. I just have found out the summation of work done by all the forces, बस और कुछ नहीं किया मैं. ठीक है. What is common here? Common क्या है? हाँ displacement common है. So take forces inside F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector, okay, dot the displacement vector. What is F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector? If you add all the forces, क्या हो जाएगा? हाँ आपको मिल जाएगा the net force acting on the body. क्या मिल जाएगा? क्या मिल जाएगा? हाँ, you will get the net force acting on the body. So for finding out the total work done, you don't need to find out the individual work done. What you can do? Okay, you can also find the net force acting on the body, then do the dot product of displacement. In that way also you will get the total work done. ये भी हो सकता है. हाँ बस. ओके ठीक है, और कुछ नहीं है ना? Various. Sir, I have one doubt. Can you clarify? You can text me in a telegram. Okay, others, सब समझ में आ गया? अरे I just want to see some energy in the classroom. क्लास में और कुछ बातें चल रहा है, पता नहीं. People are talking about some other stuffs. Okay, झगड़ा हो रहा है क्या कोई? बिल्कुल नहीं है ना. Various never fights. So before we start with doing the questions, I want to know that you all are ready. Are you all ready? Are you all ready or what? Are you all listening to the class or what? Jaldi bol de. If you all are super ready, we'll start. Else I'm not going to start. Because I want everyone's complete attention. Yes, I have some of my amazing students, yes, all the time, who is ready to say yes and listen to my class. Very good. Palak, we have Pal. Then we have Arshid, Shasta. Various always fight. Sasta. I think I should change the name from various है ना. Maybe because I kept the name as various, you guys are always fighting. इसीलिए should I change the name? I thought थोड़ा अच्छा वाला नेम हो जाएगा various, वो फीलिंग आ जाएगा ना फाइटिंग वाला. लेकिन आप लोग पूरा का पूरा दिन ऐसे फाइट करके निकलता है. Anyway, let's start doing the problem. Okay. A block moves up. Can you see this block? It is moving up. ऊपर जा रहा है. This inclination is 30 degree. Under the action of three forces shown. So you have F3. Can you see? This is F3. It is given as 40. F1 is given as 10 Newton. And F2, can you see this F2? That is 30 Newton. These are the forces acting. Determine the work done by each of these forces and net work done. Okay. First, let us find out the work done by the first force, which is the first force, this. Okay. It is equal to F1 into displacement into cos theta. ठीक है. Okay. What is F1? F1 का value is 10. ठीक है. Displacement 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Cos of angle. This is the important part. What is the angle? Angle कितना है? F1 is ऐसे perpendicular to the surface and the displacement is along the surface. Angle 90. Cos 90, 0. So work done by the first force is equal to 0 मिल गया. ठीक है. Second, work done by the next force, second force, F2 S cos theta. What is the second force? 30. है ना? Displacement is 1. Cos of F2 is acting upward, है ना? And what is the direction of displacement? Upward. So they are moving along. So theta is 0. Cos 0, 1. So work done, second case is 30. ठीक है? कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना? Now the very last force, shall I write here? I hope you all can see. F3. What is F3? That is equal to force, which is a force given as 40. The third force is given as 40. ये force है ना? Can you see? 40. Displacement is 1 meter, right? And cos of angle. How will you find cos of angle? We'll use some other color. देख ले. This is the direction of force in the horizontal direction. This is the direction of force F3. Displacement is acting along the plane. What is the angle between them? ये angle कितना है? This is a corresponding angle 30. है ना? So cos 30. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So 20 root 3. बस इतना ही है और कुछ नहीं. Rahul is asking S is equal to how? देख ले. It is given the body is moving up the inclined plane by 100 centimeters, which is equivalent to 1 meter. If anyone is having doubt on that, it is 1 meter. This is moving up along the inclined plane, 1 meter. That is given in the question. Okay? आ गया तो आ गया. और क्या? बिल्कुल. If you all are ready for the next question, कर सकता है. Understood है ना Palak? Wow, wow, wow. Everyone can be like Palak है ना? If you understand something, you can put some smileys in the chat box. Okay? Because you actually have to be a bit happy once you understand some concepts. You are back, Miara. Good to see you. Karan was gone. कोई बात नहीं. So, next question के लिए ready है? बहुत सारा questions है. Okay. Next question. A 10 kilogram box is pulled on this rough horizontal floor at a constant speed 20 centimeter second. So mark this particular word, constant speed. If the speed is constant, what can you tell about the force acting on the body? If the body is moving with the constant speed, net force acting on the body कितना हो जाएगा? The first thought should be coming into your mind while you are doing problems in physics. Constant speed, or if a body is at rest, in equilibrium, write the statement, very important. The velocity is given as 20 centimeter per second or 0.2 meter per second. कर दिया. The coefficient of friction between the block and the floor, this is given as 0.2. What? Mu value. Question. Find the work done by pulling force per second. What is it? find the work done by this force F. How will you find this force F? Nothing is given regarding this capital F. But one simple formula you can make use of. Yes, the net force is 0, which simply means force towards right, the applied force will be equal to the force towards left, friction force. Shall I write it in the next page? हाँ sir, बिल्कुल. The applied force is equal to frictional force. Frictional force का value mu times n. Mu is given as 0.2 है ना? Mu is given as 0.2. M was given as 10. 0.2 normal forces mg. Okay, it is resting on a horizontal surface. So m का value 10, g का value 10. So ये हो गया 20 Newton. Okay, the value of force and the value of friction, which is equal here, is become 20 Newton. हो गया तो हो गया. समझ तो आ गया ना? समझ तो आ गया? I hope you understood. We have did this particular equation. We made this equation of external forces friction by using the simple concept that the body was moving with a constant speed. Look how much important that simple word is having constant speed, because the entire problem is being done on that particular word. Okay, now let us start doing the problem. Find the work done by the pulling force per second, right? What is the work done by the external force F? So how will you find out? The work done by external force is equal to force into displacement into cos theta. What is force? 20. अरे displacement तो नहीं बता, but you all know the formula ना? Okay, you all know the formula that displacement is equal to velocity into time. No acceleration because it is moving with a constant speed. What is velocity? 0.2. Time is 1 second. So displacement is also 0.2. ठीक है? I hope you understood. Displacement is velocity into time, no acceleration. ठीक है? Acceleration is 0 because particle is moving with constant velocity. Already defined. 0.2 into 1 क्या होता है? 0.2 यार. 0.2 sir, है ना? So 0.2 cos of theta कितना है? Theta. Particle is moving towards right. It is given, है ना? And the force is also in the same direction. So theta will be 0. So cos of 0. So this is 4 joules. बस इतना ही है. देख ले कितना सिंपल हो गया ये, है ना? ओके शान, लाइव चैट है क्यों लड़ाई का काम कर रहा है? अरे नाउ आई एम रियली गोइंग टू चेंज द नेम फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू फ्रॉम वैरियर्स. आजकल आप लोग आता है क्लास में लड़ाई करने के लिए, लड़ाई करके सम लोग विल बी लीविंग द क्लास, है ना? ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. The question is also to find out the work done by the frictional force. Frictional force का work done is equal to frictional force into displacement into cos theta. Let's do it fast. Frictional force and external forces 20 Newton we already have found out. 20. Displacement is 0.2. Cos of angle क्या है? What is the angle? Particle is moving towards right. Displacement. Friction force is opposite. So theta is equal to 180. है ना? So cos 180. So this will be minus 4 joules. बस हो गया, इतना ही है ना? इतना ही है. YouTube files. Okay. Next. ऐसे लड़ाई किया तो पूरा का पूरा टाइम लड़ाई किया तो आप लोग कैसे पढ़ेगा? I have no idea. फिर भी आप पढ़ रहे तो अच्छी बात है. Because I can't stop making you fight. If you're enjoying कर सकता है, लेकिन पढ़ भी दे, which means next, this is also done. Okay, first let us understand how this concept is. देख ले. Now, till now we were doing about the work done by a constant force. Constant force का मतलब to a block of mass 10 kilogram. Okay, the applied amount of force is always a constant value. Let's say according to our example, to this body I'm always applying 10 Newton. Here finding out work is not a big deal, na? You can find out force into displacement. Force is a constant, multiplying it with the displacement, work you will easily get it ऐसे. Okay, this is not a big deal. Now the problem comes, okay, when to this 10 kilogram body. For some time I'm applying 10 Newton. After some time I started applying 8 Newton. Then after some time to the same body I started applying some 15 Newton. Which means at every moment I keep on changing the value of force. Array. This time how am I going to find out the work done? You just have to depend upon the graph plotted between force and displacement. Yaad hai? Okay, which means as the body keeps on displacing, the value of the force keeps on changing, which means the graph will be almost looking like this. Dekh, at each displacement the force will be different. Okay, this is what you call as variable force. A random graph I have drawn here. So you already know the work done is equal to the area under the graph. If you can find out the area under the graph, yes, you can find out the work done. Lekin here finding out the area is not a simple task, because this doesn't have a shape. In earlier cases there was a shape, either a rectangle, either a triangle, so you know how to find the area. This doesn't have any shape, so kaise, how will you find the area? Think about that operator. Which operator? Which operator ke bare mein you have to think about? Yes, that operator which is used to sum indefinite number of particles. Kisko pata hai? Tell me. Which is that operator you must be thinking about in finding out the work done in this case of variable force? Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi. किसी को पता है? Very good, Pal. Yes, it is integration. Very good, बढ़िया बात है. Very good, integration. So what is the concept of integration? Right? You will take a small area. Okay, you can take a very small area. Let's say the displacement during this time. Okay, let's say the displacement during this time is equal to ds, and the force during that time, let's say F. So you just need to find this small area which will give you the small work done. What is the simple concept, right? You will take a very small area and you will find out that area. How will it be? Now this is looking like a rectangle, right? Length into breadth. What is length? ds. What is on the breadth? F. So if you find out this area, you will get the work done during this small interval. Okay? This is a small work done. That's why I have written dw. dw क्या मतलब? Small work done. How did I found out? I made a small area there. Multiply the force during that time with the displacement that the body has made, F ds. इधर तक समझ में आ गया? ठीक है. Now how will you find out the entire area? How will you find out the entire area to get the total work done? Add this area, add this area, add this area, add all those chotu rectangular areas. Is summation possible? No. So the summation in this case is simply called as integration. Okay, this operator of integration will do the job of that adding of chotu areas. Understood? So integral of f dot ds will give you the work done in this case when force क्या होता है? When force is variable. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया everyone? ठीक है ना? और क्या सर, बिल्कुल समझ में आ गया, अच्छे से समझ में आ गया. If you all have understood, let me see how much you have understood. हिंदी में बोलिए ना सर, मुझे कितना आता है हिंदी, उससे मैं वो पूरा का पूरा हिंदी वर्ड्स में यूज कर रहा है. If you don't believe me, you can ask to all the students who is coming to my classes regular. Chotu displacement. Okay, let's start doing the problem. Okay, let's see how this can be done. Which means if a force is a variable, right, how to do or how to find the work done in that case? It's very important. A variable force F is equal to kx square, which means here the force is written in terms of x. X means displacement. So as x value changes, force changes, which simply says F is a variable. F क्या होता है? F is a variable here. Mark it, keep it inside your head. Very important. On a particle which is initially at rest, which means initially it was at rest, u equal to 0. Calculate the work done by the force during the displacement of the particle from 0 to 4. X is equal to 0 initial position to x is equal to x final is equal to 4. During this particular displacement, what is the work done? What was the formula? How many of you do remember? Force is a variable. Formula is integral of f dot dx. है ना? F dot dx, x means displacement. Why I took x here and in the previous case I took s? Because you specifically know that the displacement is happening in the x direction. So instead of writing s, I have written as x bus. Okay, this is equal to integral f is equal to k x square dx cos theta. Still dot product is there. You know that force is acting along x direction. Displacement is also along x direction. Angle between them is 0. So theta is equal to cos 0. Okay. Till here, no doubts I suppose. Let me write in the next page k x square dx. Right. Now, what is the variable? I think you all know the integration. Right? What is the variable x? And it is a definite integration. X changes from where to where? 0 to a 4 value. So you have to put the lower limit and the upper limit. This is the work done. K, it is a constant. What is the value? अरे k तो 1 है, so it is not gonna make any problem. तो k ऐसे ही जाएगा, ठीक है? K तो 1 है, वो ऐसे ही जाएगा. It is not gonna make any trouble. Okay, now it became easy. X square dx का integration x raised to 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 3. I hope you all know. Then lower limit, upper limit. First apply the upper limit, x is equal to 4, 4 cube 64 minus apply the lower limit 0, 0 cube is 0 divided by 3. मिल गया तो मिल गया, आंसर तो मिल गया, और कुछ नहीं और कुछ नहीं और कुछ नहीं, इतना ही है. टेल मी ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, इधर तक समझ में आ गया क्या पूरा का पूरा? पूरा का पूरा लोगों को इधर तक समझ में आ गया है नहीं? नंद किशोर, आवर ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज इज हिंदी. ठीक है, मुझे भी सिखा ले. ओके, मुझे भी सीख ले, सिखा दे. आई हैव नो आइडिया हाउ वी सेल दैट. एनीवे, ओके, अंडरस्टूड, क्लियर जाकिर. राहुल, मिल गया तो मिल गया, आंसर तो मिल गया. ठीक है, सो वी हैव लर्नड अ लॉट इन टुडेज क्लास. व्हाट डू यू ऑल से? ठीक है, ओके. Is there anyone who haven't shown love towards Ameer sir and physics? How will you show some love towards physics? हाँ, just move your cursor and click on that like button. ठीक है? So जल्दी से जल्दी who haven't liked the session, जल्दी से like कर लें and let me know that you all love physics. Crystal clear है प्रदीप? ठीक है, बढ़िया बात है. So I think we'll stop here and rest of the topics we'll be continuing in tomorrow's class. Okay? Some questions we'll be doing in tomorrow's class. Yes? What is my class timing? Every day from Monday to Friday 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. for 12th standard. Okay, done. Okay, so free content kuch nahi hai. Okay, now I think I already have told you regarding the Plus and Iconic subscription. Still now, if there is anyone who haven't joined an academy, right, I have told you all the amazing features and benefits. This is the right time. Exam is coming very close to you. Okay, time to take a very right decision, I think. If I was a person, I would have already joined the Plus because you will be able to learn in a peaceful manner. And there are some offers going out. Before 13 September, if you're taking Plus or Iconic, for 12 month subscription, you'll be getting extra 4 months. For 24 months, you'll be getting extra 6 month subscription. Okay? And flat 10% discount is also given all the time. I hope you do remember code क्या था? अरे code तो याद कर ले, AMB10 है ना? AMB10 code use कर ले, get 10% of discount and come to the classes जल्दी से जल्दी. And those who haven't liked the session, yes, you can again like the session and show that you all love physics, है ना? और क्या sir? बिल्कुल. So yes, and do subscribe to the channel so that you'll get all the notifications from the channel. Those who haven't subscribed, जल्दी subscribe कर सकते हैं अभी के अभी. Okay, and yes, this is all for today. Tomorrow we'll be continuing. Hannah, so today we have completed the topic of work done by a constant force. What do you mean by positive and negative work done? What are the different situations where work done can be 0? Then we have discussed work done by multiple forces, force displacement graph, and work done by variable force array. We have learned about so many topics in today's class, है ना? So क्या करना है आप लोगों को? You all have to do the revision very nicely. Okay, अच्छे से revise कर ले, then only you'll do remember. And tomorrow 8 o'clock I want everyone to be present. आप सभी लोग आ जाएगा ना? सभी लोग 8 o'clock 8 PM tomorrow, please do come. सॉन्ग के लिए मेरा थोड़ा भी एनर्जी नहीं है. आई स्टार्टेड माई क्लास एट 4:30 टुडे. ओके, एक और क्लास है मुझे 10 बजे. ओके, तो कल इफ आई एम फ्री, इफ आई एम हैविंग अ बिट ऑफ मोर एनर्जी, पक्का आई सिंग अ सॉन्ग फॉर यू. ओके सर, 2 टाइम कर दिया, 2 टाइम लाइक कर दिया तो 1 लाइक हो जाएगा. खुशी मत कर ले ऐसा. ओके, yes, everyone will be here, right? So yes, let's all see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Okay, and bye everyone. Song to kal, if I have energy, kal to pakka. Okay, tomorrow I took my vaccine also, second dose, so I'm already having a bit of fever. Okay, so I think it's time to say bye bye. Bye everyone. See you all in the next class. Okay, take care. Good night. Have some good food.